All right, guys, now we're gonna walk through the top 3 drills for shot put. Now it's gonna mimic the discus drills for the rotation here. We'll get to the glide after this, but just to show you guys, we're gonna briefly walk through it again. So first one, step out, walking speed. John's gonna demonstrate that with shot put. It'll be the same cues of really focusing on a strong in the hips, full turn with that foot, full loaded turn, and then walking speed, bop, bop, release. Beautiful. All right, while John's retrieving that shot, I'm going to explain kind of the feeling and what we're shooting for this. So again, this is to get the athlete to break down the rotation, not worry about speed or rhythm, and to feel the turn, see his sprint lane, and the strong forward rotations into the power position. So it's just 2 forward rotations with a special note on, once they're fully turned and they're here, they have to drive the body to get on top of the right leg and to stay on top of the right leg while they get that left foot down flat and open. Good power position with open knees, strong hips, and then they can push through. So it's the same idea that was in discus, but very applicable to shot put as well. Now let's go step out drill with rhythm. Same idea, strong turn into a South African with rhythm. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, buddy. Good. So the ideas behind that, it's a little bit more next level. It's not as basic, but it breaks apart the turn so they can really feel the linear drive into the ring. The strong linear 1, 2, 3 into that ring. So again, it would be the exact same as discus in terms of application. So if an athlete is learning the rotation or struggling, you can start working these in. Start with them and then maybe go 1 drill, 1 throw, 1 drill, 1 throw. As they progress and really feeling the walkouts and doing good, or the step out with walking speed, then you can come loose on some step outs with rhythm. And that really progresses into the full rotation beautifully. It's a good systematic approach. Okay, now we're going to talk release drills for shot put. So in shot put, the name of the game is flicking the ball. So following through, just like you're shooting a basketball, but being strong enough to push all the way through. So I like 2 progressions here, leading into a stand throw. The first one's just going to be throw it straight up, let it fall, pick it up, throw it straight up. And John's going to demonstrate that real quick. Good. Good extension through the ball. Let's go 1 more. Beautiful. So that's just a nice, easy way for the athlete to feel driving the legs, driving the arm, and all the way out the hand, and following through with that flick through the ball. And one more thing to note, can I see that shot put real quick? Yep. Is you need to hold the ball in the base of your fingers. So you're not palming it. It's not in the fingertips, obviously. You don't want to break your fingers off, but it's in the base of the fingers so that you can get that flick through the ball. So right now John's going to demonstrate the same idea, but a punch out drill. So let me move the camera and we'll get set up here. All right, now this is a punch out drill. So John's going to be nice and square. He's going to have a slight bend in the knees. Elbow's going to be up, and he's going to have that same follow through with the wrist and the hand, but straight out. Elbow up, nice and square, push through. So that's kind of just adding momentum to it. Nice horizontal push, just like you're going to have in the shot put throw. And that's an easy progression into a full-on stand throw. So again, you got to keep the elbow up, you got to follow through, but you got to release the shot put right. Hold it right, flick through it. It's going to be good. One more thing to add too that we want to make a note of, as you can see, John's got a wrist wrap. It is very, very important in shot. It's going to protect the hand, protect the fingers, protect the wrists, and we think it's a good idea. So you can get, there's all sorts of wrist wraps out there. You can even do athletic tape if you guys have athletic trainers, but the wrist wrap would probably be the most economical choice just because you can keep reusing it. Okay, let's talk about diving in a little deeper on how much to do of those drills, when to implement them, and what that really looks like in a practice. So John and I are kind of firm believers on you can't over drill, because throwing is just a different feeling. So the beauty of these drills is we do have the implement in hand and we are getting a release with it. So check, that's good. Those are two positives. So I feel like if someone is learning it, start them off, a couple drills, a couple rounds, and then you can kind of divide your practice into thirds. The first third of it is purely these step out drills. Maybe the second third of it is sets of 2 throws. The first throw is a drill, the second throw is a full-on throw going for it. So they have that immediate feedback of feeling it in the drill. Now let's apply it for that full throw. And then the last half or the last third of that practice is just full-on throws, trying to mimic that feeling they had in the drills. So it's a creative way of divvying up the volume, but not fully putting everything into drills. So that's kind of how I would approach it, and it allows you to kind of step back and see how people are doing. So if people are fine and they're rocking and rolling and you guys are making technical progress without using the drills, don't put them in there. Only put them in there to teach new concepts and to break slumps, that type of a deal. Okay, now we're going to talk our top 3 drills to implement in practice for the shot put glide. The first one, nice and easy. You're just going to glide back into the power position with a broomstick. We have a jab right now, but something on your shoulders to really, really, really exaggerate the shoulders and chest staying back. So one thing to note here, when you glide, do you care if I step in here real quick? Yeah. So we're going to use 3 keys of load, linear, then into your power position, so lift. But when you glide back, when you land in your power position, hips, knees, feet pointed this way, chest, shoulders, back over here. So when John's about to do this drill, he's going to push off real hard with this leg, kick back with this leg as hard as he can, both at the same time. So he's going to go linear and suck the right foot under him and land in a good power position. Hips pointed this way, chest and shoulders back here. So all he's going to do, land, and we're going to check his position with that jab. Good linear, good power position. Good. Okay, pause. So right there we have an exaggeration. You can see the line of his shoulders. This is pretty good. The left wanted to open up, but he's fighting it really, really nice. Chest is back here. Right foot is under him. And the knees and the hips are pointed that way. So that's a good power position. I'd say that's a successful drill. Drill number 2. So this one, this kind of leads into, we did the first one with the jab or the broomstick. This is the A drill. So this is to really practice and drill in, sucking that right foot under you. So it doesn't really matter where, just a big spread. Ooh, kind of on the heel. The foot's ready to get sucked under. Chest and shoulders have to stay back. You're going to want to pull that left shoulder open to get that right foot under you. You got to fight that. So the goal is to still land in a good power position. But all you're doing, sucking that right foot under, checking the power position, reloading. Just like that. It's kind of symbolizing when you kick, when you push off and kick back, you're going to be in this position. You got to suck that right foot under. Go for it, big guy. No jab, right? No jab. Good spread. Get a little uncomfortable. Yeah, chest and shoulders back. Long left arm. Back towards me. Beautiful. One more time. Go for it. Okay. Really, really good. As you can see, John fought that urge to open up really nicely. Good power position, hips over there, chest, shoulders back here. Good drill. The third drill, so it's along the same lines of you gotta stay back. So you're gonna start right here. 1 step, 2 step, check power position. So it's just a little bit of walking linear drive, keeping the chest and shoulders back. Long left arm, everything's draped over. Get the right foot behind you, then get the left foot down, check your power position. 1, 2. Okay, back over, nice and good. Let's go for a big guy.
Right foot step, then left foot.
Yes, sir. Really, really good. One more time, really exaggerate that left arm reaching back. Nice and draped. Okay, perfect. Really good power positions, and he got 3 drills that gave him the feeling of staying back with the chest and the shoulders and that left arm and sticking a really good power position. Load, linear, lift, all day. All right, so a typical glide practice, assuming a lot of you guys have gliders. I have a couple gliders on the team, so to give you an example of how to implement those drills. Glides, it's not easier per se, but the beauty of it is a little more simple. So warm up with stand throws, get into glides. That's how I progressed into it. But again, if you're teaching concepts, you can start with like 5 minutes of the jab or the broomstick drills on a line. Maybe get 20 reps, get the feeling, and then you apply it in the ring. Or if someone's really struggling to get the right foot under them, take a minute, hit one of those drills. Okay, I got the feeling in the head. Then they're going to go for the full glide. So if you're doing sets of 2, 1 drill that addresses the problem you're seeing, and then 1 throw to try to apply it. Again, next set, if you have 2 throws, 1 drill that addresses the problem you're seeing, and then you try it in the full glide. So it's kind of the same concepts, but obviously it's catered towards the glide. So we didn't show the releases on those, we're about to, but I think it's important to do the drills with a release. Now obviously the one exception, the broomstick or the jab drill, you can't. That's not the point of it because you have broomstick or the jab. But John's going to show you. So let's say he glided, it was a little rough, he was really, really open with that right foot, it wasn't sucked under him. I would say, all right, this set we have 2 throws. Let's go 1 throw with the A drill, get the right foot under you, push through the ball. And then the second throw, we're going to go full glide to try to apply that. Let's go for it. Put him on the spot. That boy. Suck the right foot under, good push with the right side. Everything stays back, just the right foot moving. Yeah. Okay, really good. So hopefully that drill gave him some feeling of, okay, I'm going to stay back, suck the right foot under, push through with that right side. So he did that beautifully. So that would be how to use that A drill. So the walking glide drill, right, left, throw. That one's more of kind of a teaching point of linear. And if someone's having a hard time just staying back, just really opening up, or really active with that left arm. So if John's throwing, he's really, really flying open, throwing open the whole time. I would say, okay, this next set, let's start with a walking back drill to feel that left side staying back as you plant. And then obviously we try to apply that with the full glide. So let's go walking drill. Good power position, right, left, power position. Really exaggerate the feeling he needs to have. Left arm stays back, chest stays back. Ooh. Really good. So as a coach, I saw, okay, he really did that. He applied it. We're going to go into the glide, and if he nails the glide, maybe we're done with drills for the rest of practice. Let's just go full glides until he falls into a pitfall again. Now, if someone's struggling with something, it's not like you automatically have to throw drills at them. But if it's something that keeps coming up maybe 2 or 3 sets in a row, it's okay, something's up, we need to grab some feeling. That's how we're using this. Okay, power shrugs. It's basically a power clean without the catch. So all you're doing is deadlift, jump shrug, back down. Split squats. Have a bench for your back leg or your support leg. Nice tall torso, and try to get top of thigh parallel with the ground. So the rep scheme is for each leg. If you need a challenge, you can hug a plate or even hold dumbbells for now. Incline bench, same idea as bench press. Big chest, a little bit wider than shoulder width. The only difference is you're in incline, you're going to hit a little higher in the chest. Reverse grip bent over rows. Nice straight back. You're trying to get parallel to the ground, slight bend in the knees. But instead of holding it normal like a bent over row, you reverse the grip, palms out. Hyperextensions. This you will need a hyperextension machine. If you don't have one, you can do RDLs. But you get in the machine correctly, keep it straight back, stretch down as far as you can, and you squeeze up with the glutes until you're in a nice straight line with the body. All right, flies. Do them with dumbbells. Get in a position where they're up top, fully extended, slight bend in the elbows. You just arc them down like a rainbow. Ooh, nice and deep. What you don't want to do is bend the elbows too much. You're just opening the chest up, squeezing forward to the top. And lastly, we have the same abs. Crunches, bicycles, and leg lifts. Hands under hips for leg lifts. Okay, hang cleans or hang snatches depending on skill level or what you're comfortable with. Hang cleans, good jumping power position, straight back, slight bend in the knees. Jump shrug, get the catch. Hang snatch is going to be same good power jump position. Jump elbows up, get the head under, shoulders to ears. Hang cleans. One more time. Jump shrug, get the catch. And then hang snatch. Jump elbows up, head under bar. Deadlift. Nice, straight back, drop the hips down. You can reverse grip if you want. Pull the bar close to the shins. Stand up and pull. Dumbbell bench press. Control the down, big chest, squeeze through the top. All right, hang snatch high pulls. Basically just hang snatches, but you're not getting the catch. It's just hips and elbows up in that triple extension. Keep the bar close to the body. Get loaded. Explode up. Lateral lunges. Starting point, you step out. Back to starting point, step out. Big step, weight evenly distributed on foot. Torso stays tall. You try to get top of thigh parallel to the ground or as close as you can, given mobility. Nice tall position, dumbbells in front, slight bend in the elbows. Straight out, try to get them even with your shoulders at least. Seated plate twist, balance on your hips. Turn shoulders from hips. Not just the arm, chest and shoulders, turn with the plate. Okay, push press. Now I'm going to show you out in the open. Obviously you can take it from a rack and walk it out. But nice, comfortable grip, just like you would do military press. Big chest, tight core, slight bend in the knees, thrust up and get the lockout without sinking back down. So you stay tall through it. Okay, front squat. Again, pull it out from a rack, do your reps and your sets. I'm just going to show you out in the open. But try to do a clean hold. If you have to cross over, you can cross over. But big chest, tall torso, tight core, a comfortable athletic width in the feet, with feet and knees slightly out, and then try to get top of thighs parallel to the ground. Weight should be on midfoot to heel. Plyo push-ups. You can start with just bumpers. If it's easy, you can go up to benches on each side. But basically, good push-up position, fire up, almost like you're doing box jumps with your hands. Back down. Bend over lateral raises. It's lateral raises, slight bend in the elbows. But you're bent over with a nice straight back, big chest, trying to be parallel to the ground. Front plank, nice flat back. Right plank, nice straight torso. And left plank. And for mobility, taking a knee, all you're gonna do, take a knee just like this, nice and tall. Drive the hips down to the ground while you stay tall. Really push that. Obviously you do both sides, same idea. And then seated knee hugs on the ground, just cross over. Pull it in nice and tight. That you do different variations, have the foot up, doesn't matter. Just hug the knee in, switch sides, hug the knee. You should feel across the glutes, maybe the IT band, and then butterfly. Pull them in, elbows push knees down. All right, the only changes you guys really need to know about the lifting is, one, we've raised volume just a little bit, so on all the main lifts it's 4 sets instead of 3 sets. We also changed some of the lifts up, just to keep it fresh, keep it dynamic, keep the athletes guessing a little bit. But we raised it up. We're gonna hold this for a little bit through February, maybe even into March. But then once March happens, we're gonna start coming down into April, into May, and into June. So lowering the volume, keeping the intensity up, and peaking your athletes for when they need to throw the furthest, which is at the end of their seasons. So let us know if you guys have any questions, and we will take into account athletes ending their season at different points. So if you have like a conference peak type athlete, or a state or New Balance Nationals peak type athlete. So there's different ways of doing that, and we'll keep talking, but stay tuned and let us know if you guys have any questions about that.
All right, guys, we made it to the end of February's teaching video. I hope you enjoyed it and got a lot of good information out of this. Remember, watch the video a few times, go ahead and look through your notebook and look at what you can apply to your training as you plan for this spring, and then some things you can do to help your athletes level up. Also, if you have additional questions, don't hesitate. Just reply to my email and I will get back with you about your questions. So again, you're doing a great job and I'm proud of you, and I'll see you on March's teaching video.